Kari says Mike isn't spontaneous.
Sex is always on the bed, lights out, door closed.
But her blind date
I just want to get crazy and freaky.
gave her spontaneous combustion.
Jump in bed and I got to know Carrie pretty well.
And she gave him something to remember her by.
Carrie left something in my car.
After Mike runs his routine with his blind date,
Yes, did you go surfing?
Of course.
will they stay together
It's all about creativity.
or have a change of heart?
Change of heart. Let's meet today's couple. Now, they met in a college advertising class, and day after day, they worked their sales pitch in her bedroom until he finally came to the big conclusion that, hey, sex sells, and he gave her a kiss. Well, they've been sold on each other now for the past 5 months. Please welcome Carrie Varga and Mike Funk. Welcome to the show, guys. Mike, being the advertising guy, I gotta ask, what sold you on Carrie?
Oh, she's beautiful, she's intelligent, spontaneous. Every time we go out, we have a blast.
So a lot of good qualities. That's nice. And Carrie, what makes Mike as good as advertised?
Well, Mike's always in a great mood, always smiling, real fun to be with, and he's a real patient guy, too. I've never seen him lose his temper.
So that's a good quality, definitely. Now, Mike says he likes your spontaneity. How would you categorize his?
Well, he's a little too predictable in the sack.
And how is that?
Well, it's always sex in the bedroom, on the bed, lights out, door closed.
And Carrie, you would like it to be what?
I would like some quickies.
Wow.
You know, some
Really?
Yeah,
spontaneous.
but this seems like it's
Oh,
news
okay,
to
so
Mike.
just cruise over to your office and just, while you're entertaining clients, just entertain myself as well? How do you want this?
It's all about creativity.
There you go. Now, Mike, she says the good thing about you is you're in control of your temper. What is it that riles hers?
This woman is so threatened by beautiful women, it's absurd.
It makes her nuts?
Oh, it drives her crazy. Every time we go out, I can't even look at another girl. If we have a cute waitress and I tip her, I get elbows to the gut, I get kicks under the table, I can't go anywhere.
He's out of control. He flirts with every woman that we see.
That is not
Yeah, but
true.
is it harmless?
That is not true. Hey, that is not true. A tip does not constitute as flirting.
But you're supposed to tip.
Absolutely, it's common courtesy. Come on.
Now,
Come on.
Now, Mike, she feels a little slighted because she thinks she's got the wandering eye. What does she do that makes you feel slighted?
Well, she flirts with her clients all the time to make the sale. That is her huge thing.
You think?
Oh yeah, all
She's
the
playing
time.
that female card.
Oh yeah. Ever since I graduated, or ever since she graduated from college, I've been put on the back burner. It's ridiculous.
It's always about the clients and the
absolutely.
business.
She spends more time and puts more energy in a guy that she's known for an hour than every time we go out. It's nothing.
My
There's
job's
nothing.
really important to me, and I'm new in the
important.
business,
Too
and
important
I'm
to
trying
you.
to make a name for myself. So I
So
like
you're
to
trying to
keep-
give it all you got?
Yeah.
Now, Carrie, they like that, I guess. Carrie, who would you say takes charge in this relationship?
Oh, definitely me. If I wasn't wearing the pants in the relationship, no one
Oh,
would.
really? No way. If you weren't so high-strung and so eager to make the sale,
Hey,
and so
I initiated the first kiss. Come on.
See, now it started right from the very beginning.
I think
There's
it was
a
more of a
pattern
mutual
developing
thing.
here.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
That's not how I remember it.
Now, Mike, here you are, an advertising student in the age of consumerism. How would you describe Carrie?
Forget Madonna. This is the new material girl right here, okay?
You think?
This girl, she's got the cell phone. She's got the clothes. She's got the car. Her medicine cabinet looks like the Macy's makeup counter, okay? She's got this $250 waffle iron that she uses to straighten her hair.
Waffle
I mean,
iron?
this thing's ridiculous.
Carrie, it's your money, right? You can buy whatever you want. but-
$250 for the thing?
I
Come on.
work hard for my money, so I should be able to spend
we know
it any
all
way
about
I
how
want.
hard you work
Big
for your
old
money,
waffle
Carrie.
iron. Now, Carrie, coming on the show, what are you hoping it's going to do for you?
Well, Mike just isn't gaga over me. And I want a guy who's real passionate about me and, willing to be romantic and take me out to nice places. And Mike's never jealous. I have never seen him get jealous ever once.
So you'd like to see a little spark, and maybe that'll happen on the show here. Now, up next, hear how Mike and his date were literally bounced from a restaurant for some inappropriate groping. We're going to get to that next. Stay tuned. Carrie's a material girl who's threatened by pretty women and gives clients more attention than she gives him. So we hooked him up with a down-to-earth college student who doesn't have any clients but has a ton of class. Please welcome Stacy Helvey. Tell me what you thought of Mike when he came knocking on the door.
Oh, I thought he was great. He had a bouquet of flowers and a charming smile. I was at ease.
So it was a good start then,
Yes.
right off the bat?
Great. It was wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Now, Carrie, you said that Mike has that wandering eye. Is this the typical kind of girl that make his eye wander?
I guess. I don't know. I think she's a little plain, but, you know.
You think she's a little plain?
Yeah, she looks a little plain, but...
Okay. Now, Mike, what about your first impression?
Well, I mean, look at her. She's beautiful. Seriously, any other adjectives just would not give her justice.
So that sums it up? Now, Mike, we heard Carrie complaining that she always has to make the plans between the two of you. What about for this date? Did you make the plan?
Oh, yeah. I planned everything. We decided I've always wanted to learn how to swing dance, and Carrie's never really been into it. Stacy was game, and so we gave it a shot. Had some private swing dance lessons. It was great.
And Stacy, how were those private lessons?
Oh, they were fun. It was just in a woman's house, the two of us, and I did have a little coughing attack right when we were supposed to get close, and it's really embarrassing. I don't know what Mike thought of it.
Yeah, that'd be a little odd. I mean, Mike, were you feeling that maybe she didn't want to get close?
No, not at all. Right after she recovered, we got back together, and they introduced us to the closed position. So
I see. So nice recovery.
Oh yeah.
And what was that position?
Well, do you want to show them?
Can we
Sure.
can we see what this position looks like?
Turn around this way. It's like this.
There, that's it.
This is
Very
it right
close.
here.
Okay.
This is it right here.
All right, very nice. They're very intimate, touchy-feely, rubbing. Now, Mike, after these swing dance lessons, I'm assuming you might have moved to some more familiar turf.
Absolutely. We went straight to the beach after that, and Stacy changed into her bikini. She was looking great. Straight out of an SI catalog. And we just
Let me
really looked
guess,
great.
did you go surfing to impress her?
Of course. Took her to the beach, and we had a great time, Carrie.
Now, Carrie, that sounds like something, if you can do that, that's a good thing. Why is that a problem?
Well, he used to drag me there all the time. I just got tired of it. It's a
Yeah,
little
she doesn't
boring.
like getting her toes dirty. Or,
Yeah.
she doesn't like getting wet or getting her feet
Carrie's
full
like
of sand.
been there, done that, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Now, Stacy, one of the things Carrie said was that Mike never gets jealous. I don't suppose you saw that side of him, did you?
Actually, I did. When Mike went out to go surfing, some guys came over and kind of threw their towels down around me. And I was talking to him, and when Mike came back in out of the water, he looked a little bit angry, like he was going to kick sand in their face.
So you could sense it then.
Yeah, he's a little mad.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Now, Stacy, I understand that these guys were about to eat sand on the beach, but you guys went out and ate sushi. Did Carrie's name come up?
It did one time. Halfway through dinner, I was feeling kind of badly because Mike had been spending so much money, like the dancing lessons, probably like $100. And he mentioned that Carrie complains a lot about him never spending money, but I felt really grateful that he was willing to spend so much on me.
That he was doing it for you. So let's see, Mike, we got two things there. I mean, you know, he got jealous with her. He spent a lot of money. Carrie, what kind of places do you end up going with Mike?
Well, usually it's only happy hour, and occasionally he'll take me to TGI Fridays where he gets an employee discount.
Well, maybe if you weren't so busy entertaining your clients, we'd have more time to go out and have a nice dinner, Carrie. But
Now, Mike, dinner with Stacy, how is that different from dinner with Carrie?
I never once heard the word client mentioned anywhere in our conversation, and it was great. Every time I go out with Carrie, it's client.
Well, she talks about her work problems,
Oh,
I guess.
absolutely. She accuses me of flirting all the time.
Now,
too.
did Stacy?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not
So
at all.
another difference.
Great conversation.
So at this point, Mike, sounds like things are going pretty well. What about anything that might have spoiled the dinner?
Well, after dinner was paid for, Stacy went up to the bar to get directions to the swing club, and as she's walking back to the table, some guy just walks by and takes a handful of her ass.
Now, Stacy, we understand that Mike doesn't have a temper
Oh,
according
I
to
think
Carrie.
he does.
How did he respond here?
I think he does. All of a sudden, I looked over and Mike is charging towards this guy, and next thing I knew, he shoved the guy, and we were kicked out. The bouncer said that was it. And he had to leave.
So inappropriate groping, but it was by this other loser
Absolutely, the guy deserved what he got.
guy. Now, Carrie, what if that was your butt side that got grabbed? How would he have reacted?
He probably would have just laughed and sort of left me there to fend for myself.
Not
Now,
even.
Mike, what about after that? Things get a little bit better?
Well, actually, they didn't, Chris. We got in the car, and the directions that she was supposed to get, we opened up the napkin, and it turned out to be the bartender's phone number. And his name, and to top it off, it said, "Let's swing."
Oh, nice move on his part.
Nice touch.
So, Stacy, did you guys ever make it to the club?
We did. We finally found our way there, and we were a little disappointed because it was totally dead when we got in there. There weren't a lot of people, and we were excited, to try our new steps we had learned. So.
Yeah. So then, Mike, did this make this whole swing idea a bust?
Well, not really. We decided to just have one dance just to see where it led, and it actually led till about 2:30 in the morning when the band walked off the stage.
So,
we danced the whole night.
It turned into quite a night there.
Absolutely.
Now, Mike, you said that Carrie's threatened by beautiful women. Did you get a sense of Stacy's ability to deal with that?
I don't think she should have felt threatened the whole night. She was obviously the most beautiful girl I'd laid eyes on that whole night, so she had no reason to be.
It's all modest. Stacy, what about you on your part? Any regrets on the date?
My only regret was that I kind of wish there would have been a kiss goodnight.
And there wasn't?
No.
Wow.
There was
Okay,
not.
sorry Mike missed that opportunity.
You sorta
Next, we're
have
going to
to
hear what
initiate
happened
that
when
one
Carrie's
yourself.
date swept her off her feet and whisked her out of the country. Stay tuned for that next. All right, we just heard what happened on Mike's date with Stacy. Now we're going to meet Carrie's date. Now, Carrie says that she always wears the pants in the relationship, but when it's time to slip them off, Mike's more predictable than a pendulum. So, we set her up with a guy who says that spontaneity and manliness run in his genes. Please welcome Robert Dorfman. Hey, Robert. How you doing, buddy? Have a seat. Hey, Robert, what's the deal with the maracas?
We went to Mexico for our date. So.
You guys went down to Mexico?
Oh, yeah.
So that's like a little souvenir?
Oh, yeah.
Now, Carrie, that sounds like a really romantic idea. Would Mike have ever even come up with something like that?
No, there's no way. If we went down to Rosarito, I would have had to plan the whole event. He just does not plan things. Ever.
Unreal.
Now, Mike, what about you? Were you aware of this? That she's going to be shuffling off to Mexico on a blind date?
I'm still trying to figure out which one's prettier. I can't tell.
Were you worried?
Not at all. Carrie's not a scandalous girl, and so I was not too worried about her.
So you were confident?
Absolutely.
Now, Robert, you had big plans that you were making. What about when you finally saw her?
When I saw her, she's 6 feet tall, beautiful. She looked like a Gabrielle Reese, a blonde version of Gabrielle Reese.
The volleyball player.
I'll tell you, I'm a legs guy, and she just has the beautiful legs, and I was very happy.
You liked
Yeah.
the whole package.
The whole
then.
package.
You were
Smile.
doing good. And Carrie, what about Robert? Was he hard on the eyes?
Not at all. When I opened the door, I was taken aback. I couldn't believe how gorgeous he was.
Gorgeous.
It was,
Exactly.
he was almost too good looking.
Good adjective.
So, Carrie, he takes you to Mexico. What'd you guys do there?
Well, first we went down there and we checked into our hotel room, and it was right.
Well, they weren't going to stay in a hut. I mean, come on.
It was right on the ocean, and it had great views. Great.
So very nice. And Robert, was Carrie appreciating the view?
I think she appreciated the view in the hotel room tremendously. Me, especially me butt naked.
I didn't mean that view, but you want to explain that?
Well, I'll explain it. When she was doing her hair in the bathroom, I could see her looking in the mirror,
the
looking at me.
whole waffle iron
She was
thing,
looking,
yeah.
whatever. Okay. She kept looking in the mirror at me naked.
Did the place have enough mirrors for the both of you? I'm just curious.
But when she walked out, she had a big smile on her face. I could tell
So,
she was
Carrie,
very
it sounds
happy.
like you had a view of the ocean and the moon, if you know what I'm saying. But how did you then begin to experience Mexico at this point?
Well, to start things off, we went horseback riding on the beach.
Horseback riding. You got this girl on a horse? Were they real horses or like carousels? Or what was it?
No, I thought it was really cool because here's a guy that I've only known, 10 minutes, and he has me horseback riding, and Mike would never do anything like that.
We've got a lot of practice with your clients and all.
Now, what about the romance, Carrie? Did it stop there or did it continue?
No, after we went horseback riding, we walked down the beach a little ways and found a real secluded spot, and Robert sort of just out of nowhere pulled out a blanket and a bottle of wine, so...
there was a little kissing going on at that point?
At that point, yeah.
All right, so you got the blanket, the wine. Robert, so far you're doing everything right, it seems like. What's going through your mind?
I just wanted to get crazy and freaky, you know?
So how did you help that along?
So what happened? I just ripped off my clothes. I put on my boxers on. I ran the ocean. She was a little shy at the moment, but 5 seconds later, she was in there with me.
Boom. Kari, you said that Mike's not spontaneous. Obviously, that's not the same complaint here. Any other differences, though?
Well, Mike does not like to show affection in public, ever. And Robert has no problem with that at all.
I wouldn't think so.
We went down to Porto Nuevo for lobster dinner, and we were holding hands and kissing, making lots of eye contact. It was really romantic.
Well, that must have set you back.
All right.
He was springing. Now, Carrie, what about any other kissing anywhere else while you guys were together?
Well, after dinner, we went back to the hotel and went to the hotel bar, and we had a couple drinks, and one drink led to two, and we ended up, there's a lot of real intense kissing, real passionate.
Now, Robert, at this point, things are heating up pretty good, I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even want to go to another bar. I just said, let's just go right to the hotel room, you know? We went up to the hotel room. It took us like a half hour to get up there in the elevator. You know? Got up to we jumped in bed, and I'm not one to kiss and tell, but let me just tell you, I got to know Carrie pretty well, you know.
And Robert, any mementos from the night?
Well, I just have one memento of the night. Carrie left something in my car. It's just...
Oh, she did, and that would have been. Mike, you're laughing a little bit, but you said she's not scandalous.
She's
How do you
not
feel
scandalous. I'm looking for the price tag. I think you bought it before the show.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Carrie, you be the one. Are those yours?
Yeah.
Carrie, obviously you guys hit it off really well. Any reservations, though, you have about Robert?
The only thing I would have to say about Robert is that I'm not convinced that he's sort of a one-girl guy. I think
maybe a player?
I think he's out there, to have a good time and meet cool people, so.
Now, Robert, would you like to see Carrie again?
Oh, definitely. We have a lot more. I think we have a lot more common than me and than her and Spicoli here. I mean,
maybe you guys could go out, go shopping together, and maybe try on clothes together.
Maybe we'll go to the
That'd be fun.
Maybe we'll go to the Ion.
There you go. Hang on, guys. It was one hot night in paradise enough to give Carrie a change of heart? We're going to find out next, so come back with us. Stay tuned. She wants a guy who's going to go gaga over her. Did Mike show how much he really cares, or did their dates give them both a new perspective? Let's find out. Mike, we're going to get your decision first. 5 months you've been trying to make things work with Carrie, but things aren't perfect in the relationship, so we sent you out with Stacy. You guys went to the beach. You had a really good time dancing. You got thrown out of a restaurant, a bar. That's a good date. What do you say, though?
Well, I've never felt so relaxed on a date with Stacy as I have ever. She's a great girl, super fun. I don't know. I just think I'm gonna have to make a change.
Change of heart. And Stacy, does that work for you? Yeah. He's like, all right. Now, Carrie, let's get your decision. You're not getting all your needs met. We know that from the show. We sent you out with Robert. You had a whole different kind of experience. You went to Mexico, the horseback riding, the romance on the beach, the whole works. What do you say?
Well, I came on the show hoping to see Mike show some affection and show me that he really cared, and I just wasn't really convinced. And going out with Robert, there was a lot of passion. I had a really good time.
Change of heart. And Robert, that work for you?
Definitely.
All right. Well, by coming on the show, you got 2 new relationships. Hopefully, you'll be better suited now in the future. That is our show for today. Good luck to Mike and Stacy, and also to Carrie and Robert, and we'll see you next time on Change of Heart.